Hello everybody, and welcome to a tutorial that I'm putting together for you guys. We are looking to try to change the way that we do the qualification forms for Studio P promotional and program pricing and change. Right now we have it, as you know, with a sheet of paper that either gets scanned in or faxed in that has all the different programs on it. And what we're going to do is move to a more digital format that you can access both from your laptop, your desktop, or your mobile device. You'll be able to send in directly exactly what the qualifications are, the pricing, the dealer, keep your own name on it, and then we'll be able to manage that a lot more efficiently. It should also prevent you from having to do quite as much paperwork, which I know has been a complaint in the past. Because we'll keep a log, see what they've done in the past, and then we'll be able to kind of go back and check against that as we move forward in the future. So I hope that this is a much easier, more efficient, will save us time, will keep there from being any order entry mistakes, and should just make the whole thing much more fluid. However, I'm not sure that everybody is completely familiar with the Google Forms platform. I know we've used the Google Sheets a few times in the past to get people to sign up for things, but just wanted to put this tutorial together so that everybody is clear and on the same page. So you will be or have already received an email, and it'll come from me, but it will come from my personal account. So that'll be a tomz85@gmail account, and really, to be able to do this, you all need to establish a Gmail or a Google account so that you can access all the things that we're going to be talking about. It's really pretty easy, but just want you to be aware that you're going to need that. So you'll see an email. Like I said, please don't reply to the email. It won't really come back to me. And as far as things that we have for precedent, if you send it to my personal account, I'd say there's a good chance it'll get missed. So please continue to send everything to the CherylFurniture.com account. So anyway, when you get the email, it'll come through like this, and it may be a 1 and 2, or a 1 series, a 2 and 3 series. There'll be different forms for each of the different programs that you go through, and it may look different than this. If you're using Outlook or if you're using the mail function, which I'm doing. But either way, you're going to have an email, and all you'll need to do is click on this Fill Out in Google Forms. So you'll click. If you already have a Google account, it will take you straight to the form. If you don't have a Google account, in a different browser, which I haven't set up my Google account, it'll just take you to this page. You'll click on Create an Account. You'll put in your name, create a password, a couple of little things to follow. I've been really happy with Gmail as a personal account, but even if you don't want that as your business or personal account, the functionality of this will all kind of depend on it. So you don't have to use it, but you do have to set it up so that you can have access to all of this. So once you get through there, just follow the steps, go next step, and on, and you'll be set to go. So once you're all set up, when you click on the link that says fill in the Google form, it will take you here, and like I said, each one will be a different form. It states what the requirements are for multiple choices, you're looking at a minimum of 2 different arms on display, and that both depths must be represented. So one 7 series depth and one 8 series depth. I've also put in a link to the tear sheet from the website, so if you click on that, it'll take you straight there, and you'll be able to just kind of go down and check yourself and make sure, if you've written down that they want a track arm, you'll know that that's T. Just kind of a point of reference. Anything that's got the asterisk by the question means that field is going to be required before you can submit the form. So just moving right down along, you'd say your name is Tom Zalgaris, The dealer name is Tom's Fine Furniture. And let's say, for example, you wanted to have a 7 series sectional and an 8 series chair that's going to go onto a floor. So you would do the 7DR, and we will have a PBUS, which would be a slope arm, box back, an unwelted border, and a square leg, which is one of the most popular styles. So PBUS. And I would say just put the single piece in the 7 series qualifying style. That is the required field, and then anything additional you can just put in the bottom. So the other piece, let's say they just wanted a love seat, so you'd go 7LL, also PBUS, and if somebody tries to get away with not doing the 8 series as well, you click submit and it'll say this is a required question, so you can't move on until you have both. So let's put in an 8C1, and that we want to have a TKWA, because you're required to have the 2 different arms, not necessarily have the knife edge back or the welted border. That might not look great on the floor, but you do have to have 2 different arm styles. And then if you have anything else, let's say they wanted to have a 8S1 also in the PBUS, you can just list any additional pieces here. So once you go through that, all you'll do is hit submit and you're done. So you know, if you've been working through the week and you've got multiple dealers that are getting in on this process, or you get to the end of market and you have a lot of notes, you can use this same link and you can just submit multiple responses. So you just hit submit another response. It'll take you back to the beginning, and you just keep going until you're out of dealers that you need to fill this out for. So it really is a very simple process. I don't think that there's anything else that is really necessary to go over. And like I said, as you go through these, you'll keep different forms for each of the different programs. The one other thing I would say is make sure that you hold on to the email. Once you set up Google Drive and you access it, it should keep a record of the forms that you filled out in the past, so that you can kind of just choose from the bank that you've got there. But it's nice to be able to just search for 7 and 8 series forms, and it'll be right there, so you can click on it. So if you've got any questions, please let me know. The technology is really pretty simple. Like I said, it does require you to sign up, which is an important piece, but it should save us a lot of time and effort, and prevent mistakes as we move forward. So hope this helps, and if you've got any questions, just let me know. Thanks.